Hey YouTube, so in today's episode we are working on my Toyota Tundra, which is this piece right here. Basically what we're doing is we are replacing the lower control arms, the right side and the left side, both sides. The reason is because I've been abusing it. It's my fault. And so the both the lower control arms have fatigue on them and they've basically exploded. And so I have to replace it. I'll show you. So here it is. This is the driver's side. You can see here, this is the jaw. Well, this is where the lower control arm ball joint fits into. But you can see here, that's where the damage is. So I'll show you. That's my damaged lower control arm. This is how a normal control arm looks like versus there. And let's turn this over. See, there it is. It's sheared right off the rivet. And I'll show you this one. And that's how it's supposed to look like versus that one. So I'm replacing that one. I still have one more here. Show you this. This one is giving up its ghost too. You can see the crack starting to happen there. The shock mount bracket here, the crack is happening there too. And then you can see here, if you can bear with me, there's a crack right underneath here. So this one is gonna go the way of that one as well. So I'm gonna be replacing both. So if you've never replaced these before, I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's go and have some fun. Alright, so what we're going to do, we're going to attack the bottom nut here because this is what holds the ball joint together. So we're going to pull out the cotter pin. This is a 24mm socket. There you go. Out comes it. And then what's next is going to be removing the idler, no, not the idler, tie rod end. I'll show you. So here we are going to be removing this tie rod end bolt nut right there. This is a 20mm nut. And we're going to remove this anti-sway bar nut. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to be removing the nut on this side as well. Okay, I'm going to pry this against this to create friction. There you go. It works. This right here, let's take this off first. You'll need this type of puller. You could hit this with the hammer, or the easier route, use a puller like this. Just blast this thing in. That comes off a little bit, make room. Oh, okay. Comes off. There you go. So we need what they call a pitman arm puller. Here. So this thing goes in like this. So you can put the spindle with this bolt right here. Don't know if you can see. There you is. Okay. So you can see it's already out here. All it requires me to do is lift this up and we're good. But here I'm running into the shock here and I have to remove this. I have to remove this so that I can remove this out because this is going to grab onto the lower control arm. Okay, that's forward, backward. Okay. So we're gonna go get a special tool to knock this through. This is the special tool. You could use a metal hammer. In my case, I use a rubber mallet. There. Okay. So I'm gonna go use a little bit of as another special tool. I used my handy dandy Phillips screwdriver. The reason is because it's pointy. Here, put it right in the center here, and then cut on this rivet. There you go. So the reason why I use the pointy end so I could pull it out. If you use a flat screwdriver, this thing, you know, the flat head that has a choke that comes up a little bit like that and then tapers off. Here is just straight shaft. Basically everything is off. I just need to remove this and that. These are the alignment shims, so it's kind of different on this. So we're gonna use I'm gonna use a Dremel to mark my place so that I could put it back the same place I take them out. Okay guys, so this is what I did. I numbered my little alignment tabs here. This is number 1, and then I make a mark there so when I return this thing in, it'll be pointing there. This is number 2. You see there? That's where I make my mark. Okay. This is number 3. That's where I make my mark. And this is number 4. And that's where I make my mark, right here. And so they're gonna be returned back to the same place. Right, so let us begin. That's how you wedge it out. All right. Tap them out. There you go. Okay, so I got this thing out. I'll show you what's wrong with this thing. You see this? This is starting to crack. You see that? That's starting to crack. And then I'll show you the opposite side, the underside. Check this out. This is starting to give way. This is starting to be like the other one. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. And I've showed you that already. This here, crack here, crack here, crack there. Same thing. Okay. And check this out. You see this lift right here? It's lifted up a little bit like that, this part. It's gonna be just like this in the long run. So I'm just so happy I caught this. Oh, goodness gracious. Guys, so I got the parts here. Basically the right and the left. Passenger driver side. I don't know which one's which yet. So the part here is 5CB80057 by Import Direct. One of these from the dealer is about $500, but from the Import Direct from O'Reilly's, it's 180 something dollars, 205 after tax. So let's go and install them. If you buy these from the dealer, it's actually $500 a piece. So I decided, and I have to order. It's on special order. So I called O'Reilly up. O'Reilly has these for $180 each. So I decided to go this route. So you can see, this is how the bad boy looks like. Brand new. Got a scratch here already, but that's okay. So this is the other side. Okay, so this is the left side, which is the driver's side, and this is the right side, which is the passenger side. Here it is. So let's go and install them. Okay, so we're gonna install this bad boy right here. So the installation is just the opposite of how we take it off. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. If I could figure it out. All right, we slowly move it up like that. This is our special tool, my mallet. Okay, this one goes to the rear. Have to be aligned approximately to the same place. or else it won't go in. Or alignment. This is what I'm doing so far. Basically, I've aligned this mark with the scratch I made here, the other side as well. So it's all aligned back to its old place. So I am tightening this one, this bolt. I'm going to do that to this side as well. So you want to do this with a hand tool. The reason is because power tools, you can't control the intricacy. Yep, this side is aligned, this side is aligned. So before I do my final tightening here, I'm gonna align this one too. I'll show you what I'm doing. So you have an idea of what I'm doing. So you can see here, this one is pretty much aligned, but this one is not yet. So you see this one is pretty much aligned, and this one is pretty much aligned right there. So you can see here, that's my scratch right here, and the mark is right there. So I need to move that down a little bit, and this right here is almost aligned. So we're just gonna have to tinker with it until they're aligned. All right, guys. So it is bolted on. I haven't torqued it, so that's how it looks like. This side as well. This side as well. So all I need to do, torque this thing to spec, put everything back, and we are good. I'm not going to show you how to put this thing back again. You already saw how I did it the first time. So yeah, I'll show you after after I've finished this. Okay, now she is done. So shock nut torqued to 100 foot-pounds. The nut down here torqued to 103 foot-pounds. I torqued that to about 84 pounds. Not gonna do it anymore. I'll let the alignment shop torque that, because the inside aluminum alignment tab here is, it's aluminum, so I'm afraid of over torquing it. So I'll leave that to the alignment shop. So is this as well. I haven't done this. I haven't bolt this on, or the racket pinion, because I still have the other side to do it, to install. But as it is, I've shown you how to install the lower control arm on this side. I'm gonna go do the other side, but you get the idea. If this video is informational to you, please like and subscribe. That way it'll encourage me to do more DIY video. That's it. Thumbs up.